go. What's up, folks? We're back live off of a nice live reaction live stream from the Game Awards. We're back with another recorded edition here for a reaction video for Dune Part 2. I think this is the third trailer now because we had a teaser and then a trailer,
hmm
third story trailer, whatever it's going to be. Um, Again, this is a lore rich, heavy, dense movie based on a very dense book. Leroy knows it. I don't know it that well, but I mean, what is there to say? Are you excited for part two or what?
I am. If anybody remembers, I know people's memories are short. This movie was supposed to come out last year, but with the writers and the actors strike, and knowing that no one was going to be there to promote the movie, no one knowing how long the strike was going to go, they made the call early to push it until March. But there was a recent report that this movie moved again up a week because there's another science fiction movie coming out that same time, which could be very interesting. I'm trying to remember what the name of it, but it stars Robert Pattinson, and hold on, I
Does
can
Warner
tell you right
Brothers
now.
not have belief in its stuff? Because this is now, granted, it's not the same genre, but this is the second time where they moved a movie based on somebody else coming out on the same day. I mean, I'm sure it's happened before, but I'm just thinking of
Well,
this, and then I'm thinking of Batman v Superman.
well, I think the difference in this one is that they want it's Mickey 17. Um, and it's from Bong Joon Ho. And I probably butchered that. I apologize. The internet is probably going to kill me. And it has an all-star cast. It is everybody is anticipating this being something.
Okay,
Um, but so
that's the
they
guy who gave us
moved.
Parasite
Yes.
and Snowpiercer and a
So
host. Okay, I've seen a bunch of his stuff. Okay, that's cool.
yeah. So back to what you were saying about the whole, or do they not have confidence in their stuff? I think it's confidence, but I think they have confidence in this, so they wouldn't have made it. But I also think it's caution. Warner Brothers of under David Zaslav has talked about that they're not profitable where they want to be, and we've seen the things that Zaslav and Warner Discovery or Warner Brothers Discovery has done to save money. I mean, they've shelved movies, they've cut movies off, they've licensed movies to Netflix.
You know, stuff is
Um,
coming to
so I
Freebie
think,
now.
yep.
I saw that. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Well, they licensed a lot of stuff before they even licensed it to remember Netflix because they did that with Westworld
Mm,
and they made that on one of the free. So I think it's more of a situation they want this to be the film kicking off the year for them.
okay,
They've sunk a lot of money into it. When you look at this cast, I mean it's a cast of heavy hitters. I
sure.
mean they've added Florence Pugh, Christopher Walken, uh, uh, Leah
Sado.
Sado.
Yeah.
Yeah, those three are joining Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson. You also bringing in Austin Butler as Fade, Javier Bardem, Stellan Skarsgård, Charlotte Rampling as the Reverend Mother. Um, you've got Tim Blake Nelson. I mean, you've got this Dave. I mean, sorry. Oh my gosh, Dave Bautista as the Baron Raban. They want this to be the start of something, and they don't want to take any chances. And a lot of people like the first movie, but that first movie was a lot of setup.
Hmm.
And so they want this to be Denny talks about this is more of an action movie. And if they're going to have a franchise, Warner Brothers going forward, they need this movie to succeed.
Okay. Well, let's see
So
what
I've
we got.
talked enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is Leroy. I'm Michael. I didn't say that at the beginning, but y'all know who we are if you came here by now. We trying. We do what we can. Nerdy by Nature Productions. Let's see what we got. Let's see that this will play where it's supposed to. You got the beginning on yours.
hmm
All right, here we go. Try it again.
It's okay.
All right, I'm going back to the beginning. All right,
Same.
here we go.
All right.
I'm here. I'm
What
here.
is happening? Okay.
There we go.
It's okay. I'm here. I'm here. It's been a while since you've had one of those nightmares. Tell me, what was it about?
It's only fragments. Nothing's clear. You've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades. My family's been fighting them for centuries.
Your blood comes from dukes and great houses. Here, we're equal. What we do for the benefit of all.
Well, I'd very much like to be equal to you.
Maybe I'll show you the way.
Deal with this prophet. Send assassins.
Fade Rother. He's psychotic.
I see possible futures all at once. And in so many futures, our enemies prevail. But I do see a way. There is a narrow way through.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
My allegiance is to you. Do you believe me?
This is a form of power that our world has not yet seen. The ultimate power.
I want you to know I will love you as long as I breathe.
You will never lose me as long as you stay who you are.
Consider what you're about to do, Paul Atreides.
Voice.
This prophecy is how they enslave us! You are not prepared for what is to come.
Okay.
So you saw when he yelled at Charlotte Rampling, right?
Yeah.
So they have a fighting style that Paul is going to teach the Fremen.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to basically now. So what we saw in the first movie was setup. We got to see all the major players outside of the Emperor. We saw his machinations and basically saying House Atreides can now take over Arrakis. You will now produce spice. The Harkonnens, or as those of us who grew up back in the day with David Lynch's movie, we were told they were Harkonnens. The Emperor made a backdoor deal to set up Atreides, House Atreides. Wipe the family out because they could have been a threat to the Emperor and his house. Now we fast forward a decade. Harkonnens have taken over. They're now in charge of spice production again. Paul and his mother, with the help of the Fremen, are guerrilla warriors who their goal is to stop the production of spice. Spice is what controls all
Everything.
of space travel. And if they can stop the production of spice, the goal is the Emperor will then have to deal with the Harkonnens. And
You messing up his
that's
money. Now you got
kind
a
of
problem. Yeah.
boom. So that's the whole idea. And so you saw
Question
Christopher
for
Walken
you:
talk about. Go ahead.
Fade, does he represent like? Is he like the big champion for the Harkonnens, or is he just like a mercenary?
So Fade. No, Fade is a Harkonnen. He is an
Okay.
assassin, but he is not. Fade is one of those type people where You just want somebody to kill you, and Fade is that person who's going to toy with you.
Okay.
This is he's the Fade is the person who pulls the wings off of birds.
Okay.
Yeah. Like we're the Harkonnens have always been considered sadistic killers. So put it like this:
But even
you
they're
have a
like freaked
whole
out by
house.
Fade. Okay,
Yes,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Even they're like, man, this motherfucker Fade, son.
Yeah,
This
okay,
is
I got you.
like, yeah, he's that dude. So you have all these people setting up, making jockeying for position, and in the backdrop of all of this, Paul Atreides is dealing with the death of his father. His entire family was wiped out. His whole house been destroyed. He's living amongst people and trying to understand, learn a culture that he's not a part of. All while his mother is going through a transformation,
Hmm.
and the entire universe is trying to kill him. While he has visions that he could either take over the known universe or bring about its destruction. And he's not knowing what to do next. And he's going through all of these things. And that's one of the cool things about this whole prophecy with that you know how it's going to work out. If you've read the books, you've seen the original movie, you've seen the miniseries that Sci-Fi did a long time ago. You know how it's going to play out, but you don't know the journey that Paul is going to take. And I think this is a very interesting one because it seems to be a little bit more faithful to the source material. But that moment where you saw Charlotte Rampling talk, and then he yelled at her,
Yeah.
he's using what's called the voice,
Hmm.
and they have a fighting style where they use
Uh oh.
and I saw them riding the worms. So you have silvers really put in the attract the worms it's this huge thing. There's like these dreams. It's just it's you saw the side course. You saw that the
Leroy,
red
check your connection because you're going in and out.
my sound internet.
Like your whole audio started going out along with the video.
Uh, okay. I think that's the FBI listening. So if they do our tests and calls,
Uh oh.
but can you not hear anymore?
I can kind of hear what you're saying. As soon as you started getting to this real explanation about what we were about to see, it started to kind of crap out. So I heard
Oh, okay.
everything up until like the last maybe minute of what you were saying, but then
Well,
uh,
basically,
now you sound clear.
okay. So basically, what we're dealing with is a man on a mission trying to figure out where his place is in all of this, and it's hard. You got to remember, this kid was royalty while he was trying to figure things out. Now he's the head of a guerrilla unit. I mean, and you got to think about it. To the Emperor and the Harkonnens, they're terrorists,
Hmm.
but they're freedom fighters fighting for their planet and their way of life. This whole movie is a setup to dissect what is prophecy, what is a savior, how does he handle it. It's I cannot wait for this. This is my movie. This was the movie I thought was going to cap the year for me for 2023.
Sure.
Now this is the movie that's going to kick off 2024 for me.
Okay. There we go. Um, Folks, if y'all want Leroy to go back and explain in depth what you missed that came in stuttering or not, be sure to like and comment to get those numbers up. If we hit a certain number, I won't tell you what it is. Leroy may come back and do a special one-on-one video with y'all where he explains the coolness of Dune. That'll be my incentive to get these
Uh,
numbers up. Um,
I mean, you just hit me up in the comments. I'll talk to you about Dune all day.
No, man.
'Cause I'm telling you right
No,
now,
don't do that. You gotta make them want it. You can't just give it to them for free.
sir, I'm a whore for Dune.
So if I've learned anything watching all these ladies on Kick, you can't give it to them for free.
That is true.
That's all I'm saying.
Gotta have a Patreon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Gotta tease them a little bit.
Yeah. If y'all want to help us set up a Patreon, be sure to like, comment, subscribe on this video. Hit that bell so you know when we put up more videos. This video right now
Want to get them feet pics?
is on YouTube, but we're also on Twitter, Twitch, Threads, Instagram, all those places, putting up stuff. Until next time, we're out. Peace.
Just